Hi again. Thanks for joining me. So as you can see here, I went to the Transforming Health and Wellness Conference we had here in Portland this year, 2011. There I am, Jenna Fox. It was a fabulous, absolutely wonderful conference this year. We had everything happening. It was absolutely phenomenal. We had an opening of some keynotes at 9 a.m. This was over at University of Southern Maine here in Portland, Maine. A great keynote presenter started at 9, and to protect their privacy, I'm not going to use any names. There was some great, phenomenal conferences from 10:15 to 11:30. We had Trans 101, an introduction to transgender identities. We had Q&A, some question and answers with a doctor, and case discussions. We had Know Your Legal Limits workshop, tipping points, transitioning issues and decisions discussion. From 11:45 to 1, we had more workshops that were available to go to. After Trans 101, ongoing work with transgender issues. Transitioning education, gender diverse youth in school or not. Navigating a trans identity in the workplace. And No Straight Lines, drawing gender and sexuality in comics. That was a fabulous one. I got to see that at University of Southern Maine just a few months back. That was fabulous, that last one I mentioned. And then they served lunch from 1. That was approximately when I arrived. I was only able to do a half day due to everything going on. They did offer to have, they opened up the lunch area. I helped them just a little near the end. They did a phenomenal job. They did almost all the work. Fabulous. They had in different rooms, they had like trans networking. That's where I went, come to meet with other members of the trans community. There was proposed law and policy that would affect trans community for Maine, with Equality Maine. Genderqueer, non-binary, gender identity discussion we had there. Provider networking. From 1:45 to 3, we had Bridging the Gap, an open topic of Q&A between providers and the members of the trans community. There was transgender children, speaking about that. What's Your Story? Education and social change through storytelling. And pornography and trans community sexuality representation and psychological wellness. I went to the What's Your Story. I thought that was intriguing. After writing many stories myself and being kind of a storyteller myself, I thought that was kind of fascinating to share that experience. From 3:15 to 4:30, we had The Lives of Transgender People, Current Research. That one sounded really good. Actually, I wish I could have seen all these. Transgender medical treatment, transsexuality. Actually, that one was very fascinating. I stayed for that one. That was in the same room. Parents' perspective, and then we had a wonderful, very inspiring closing preliminary back in the hall, health and wellness needs of the trans community in Maine. What we know, what we don't know, and what you can do about it. And it was phenomenal here. They have a great description of each of the seminars and discussions that they had going on, which really helped. There's some great resources in the back. I also spoke with an individual there who's kind of in charge of this large group and discussed speaking with them about adding some more information, because I have a lot of research and information that I've been adding to my book. So we spoke to them briefly about that. So we're very excited. We had a great time, to sum up, and I really enjoyed this year's conference up here at University of Southern Maine in South Portland. So I wanted to just kind of share that experience with you and some of the events that were going on throughout the day at the conference. And it was a wonderful, wonderful show, and seminars and education, and met some fantabulous folks. And I'm just glad that I was able to come and enjoy within the community. So it was absolutely phenomenal. So thanks for coming along to enjoy this along with me, the Transforming Health and Wellness Conference 2011. So we'll see you again. Ciao.